Hi everyone, I am Lady Stars and Fire. You may know me as Michelle Espinosa. That's my real name. I'm not here today to do a rune cast. I'm more here to do a reading for the entire rest of this year. Um, and a lot of it came directly from Spirit. Now, I did post on Facebook earlier this week something about it, but I keep getting more information. Now, as Spirit works through me, they often give me symbols of all different culture. But I usually get a lot of Hebrew. And a lot of this is going to be in Hebrew. Or at least two parts of it will be. I get sense, I taste, and that's how they communicate. Because I don't always hear well. I just get frequencies that kind of knock out my ears. Unless the dead is actually speaking. But if it's higher beings, it's frequencies is what I get. And the way they communicate is by placing those symbols in my eyes. And I see them on the walls, the air, the sky, trees, the smells, the scents, the tastes. This is how they typically communicate with me. Now, I'm being told for the rest of this year that this specific reading is more like what you need to understand for manifestation and motivation for the rest of this year. The first thing that I got, well, actually, the last thing I got, but it's the most important, I believe, is a Hebrew letter. And the letter is Yod. Yod carries the vibration of 10, which is 1 and a 0. 0 is always a magnifier, and 1 typically is a manifestation number. Put them together and you've got multiples of that. Yod is the smallest letter of the Hebrew language, but by far not the smallest. It's the most mightiest. It is just as strong, as just as important, and just more. Is equivalent to the whole entire Hebrew language. It means hand or arm, and it suggests the reaching for the heavens. It signifies creation itself and all metaphysical processes of creation. In Hebrew, it is the symbol for the Creator. See, I've been doing a lot of work with Archangel Raphael, and as we learn to heal, I don't know how he works with everyone else, but I've been working with him and his angels underneath of him over the last few months. And what I'm getting from him and from Yod is try to understand. They say, what's that song go? The circle will go unbroken. Honey, you are the circle. That's what you need to understand. Inside of you is the circle. You, yourself, is your true power and your will to make it so. See, when Raphael heals, he heals every situation that there is. And it can be very overwhelming. It can be very awe. That epiphany of, I get it now. Oh my gosh. I understand past. I understand present. I understand now. I understand what I wasn't doing. I understand what I wasn't doing good for myself, what I should be doing. And at the same time, as you get it and you're in awe, it's like a big fat kick to the chest. See, love isn't just all roses. Love is angry. Love is mad. Love is not understanding. Love is everything if you view it right. That becomes peace. They tell you to make peace with your past, not to make love to it. You might want to remember that one. See, as he heals, he helps you to understand past, present, and what can be. To forgive and let it go. That doesn't mean you have to forget. You have lessons to learn. Again, forgive and make peace with your past, not make love to it. This is a time right now where we want to learn to be ourselves, where we're really truly digging deep into finding out our self-worth, our self-esteem, our self-love in all areas of our life for the rest of this year. See, because we're also being given in Hebrew the letter Delt, which is the fourth letter of their alphabet, and it carries the vibration of 4. It is a swinging door. A door. It also means weakness. And that weakness is because that door represents the dimensions of time and space. You can go through the door onto the next phase of your life, or you can stand on one side of the door or the other and refuse it. These are the options you were given, but it is there. It's a choice that you have to make. See, the rest of this year is going to be, sorry, I have a few notes. The rest of this year is about self-worth, self-love, self-respect. Not just for you, but in your spiritual life, in your careers, in your relationships, and for yourself. It's about actually becoming who and what you want to become in life. But in order to do that, you've really got to do your deep inward-seated work and sift through some of that stale stuff you've just been holding on to that you don't even realize. We was giving Sowilo as one of my runes, and it came in an awareness. It is the sun wheel, a time of power being available to you. Sorry. It is the end of blockage and finding one's way. I could go on more about that, but I only have so much time. But coming 3 times in truth, honesty, love, self-love, unconditional love, anxiety release, spiritual, in all of my ruins came Iwaz. Iwaz points to discipline, transforming change, and that need for that total commitment, darling. It will, for the rest of this year, continue to surface denial, deprivation situations from deep-seated inside of you that you may not even realize you're holding on to. But this is how we heal. You have to be willing to do the work. See, it's going to force you for that endurance, for that sacrifice undertaking rights of that transformation. And it will promise you, if you are doing your work, resilience to the greater cycle of life. But again, it's going to make you work for it. It's not going to just be given to you easily. See, this door is open. Like I said, Delt, Hebrew, the door. You have the representations of all the dimensions of space and time right now to help change your life. That door is open, and it's only open for a certain amount of time throughout this year. The rest of this year it's going to be swinging. But in order for you to achieve the resilience of what you want for your better rest of your life in these changes, you're going to work for it. You're going to do that inward work. It's time to realize how to manifest what you truly want. See, we manifest so easily. And one of the things that I will never forget was a friend of mine one day was telling me, he's a church-going man, that when they were in church, his preacher says to them, God doesn't want you to ask him for what you can do. You can do this. Well, whether you look at it as God or the Creator, he's got a big job to do. He gave you the tools to manifest what you want in your life. You must will it to be so. You must get up and believe it and make it happen. It doesn't happen like that. And you're going to get knocked down from time to time. As Raphael has taught me through healing, sometimes you get that epiphany of awe, and I get it now, and a big fat kick in the chest at the same time. That's learning how to make peace, darling. You're going to work for it, but you're going to get there. You just have to be willing to walk through that door and to say, guess what? I'm setting the example, and I'm giving the impressions that I want you all to see that's going to last lifetimes. Not this lifetime, not one lifetime, but all lifetimes. It's time to become who it is that you really are meant to become. It's time to have that courage to say, no, this stuff that has been in my past is done. This is who I am today and who I will be from now on, and stick to it, honey. You can create and be anything you want to be. But if you don't believe it, you're not going to get far. Believe in yourself. Don't worry about what others think. Their opinion is not really important, for they might be the exact ones that keep you from going farther than you really thought you ever could. But that might be your destiny to get there. You have to believe in you. It's that simple. Keep believing in you and keep just going through with it. One of the things I always say is, if I wait until all the situations are in line and my ducks are in a row to start, well, my ducks are never going to be in a perfect row. The situations are never going to be there perfectly. I'm never going to receive all the help I need to receive. If I wait and I wait and I wait, I'm not going to actually achieve anything, because I'm going to keep waiting. Go out there, take a bite out of life, and go after what it is you want, whether you're ready or not. As you get better at it, you'll get better at it. You'll make changes and you'll make it better. You can't just wait. Go after what you want. Do your deep-seated inside work. Be honest and become the humans that we are meant to be. We're meant to be full of love. But before we can actually pass that on, we have to heal ourselves so we can get to the resilience of life. Hugs and kisses in the wind, my darlings. You can always check me out at www.ladystarsandfire.com. That is my website, where I have all of my readings that I do each week, the animal readings, and spiritual information for self-help, as well as my metaphysical items that I create and sell. You can also check me out on Facebook. And I wish you love, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of the year. You can do it. Hugs and kisses in the wind, my darlings. Bye.